Hi, and welcome to week 13 of the Alabama Weekly. During this week, we will be discussing Alabama, the role of World War II in the United States, and the efforts made by Alabama during this war. World War II had a big impact upon the United States and the rest of the world. The Treaty of Versailles ended World War I, was pretty harsh on Germany, and Germany's economy was not very good. And this led to the rise of fascism and allowed Adolf Hitler to come to power. People needed somebody to believe in and blame their problems on, and he was the person that was helpful in leading them and blaming the problems on other groups. The U.S. tried to remain neutral during World War II after having come out of World War I. However, after Japan bombed Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, many people felt that they needed to react, and this was officially when the U.S. entered World War II. President FDR had talked about this was a day which will live in infamy, and it truly was. And so we will discuss how World War II changed the face of America and Alabama's role. Life in the U.S. Left many men signing up for military service, and during this, the women were also helping by working in industrial jobs. And because there was such a hole left in the workforce when the men went off to war, women basically stepped up to the plate and began to fill those jobs for the first time. And there was a campaign about Rosie the Riveter and females can help make war efforts and help keep America strong. This also led to rationing, where because so many items were sent overseas that many things were not available in America. So there was rationing on milk and sugar and rubber and metal and cooking oil. So there was a whole long list of things that were rationed or basically unavailable or available only in limited amounts. And there were many reasons during this time because you needed to ship the canned goods to the troops who were fighting. So a lot of things became scarce because you were using all the supplies for the war effort. And life on the home front changed as well. Many people were encouraged to grow victory gardens so that they could grow their own supplies of food, fruits, and vegetables. There were scrap drives to turn metal scrap into to recycling and rubber or any type of recycling. People were encouraged to save electricity, and everybody was doing their part to help out, even the children. And with victory gardens, the Department of Agriculture was encouraging that, and it was about 1/3 of the vegetables grown came from victory gardens. So that's amazing that people were self-sufficient at this time, or pretty close to self-sufficient. Alabama also contributed to the war. They had Red Cross chapters that made bandages, they knitted sweaters, they collected clothes. Manufacturing was big. In fact, Alabama held the record as they counties across the country had quotas that they were supposed to meet for the war effort, and Alabama met their quota, holding the national record, which is amazing. Rationing continued, and Alabama also was instrumental with the National Guard and the Tuskegee Airmen. Over 250 Alabamians fought during World War II. 12 were awarded the Medal of Honor, and nearly 1,000 African Americans were trained as pilots with the Tuskegee Airmen. And this helped to overcome prejudice and segregation as everybody was working toward a concerted effort. So they were all working toward one goal.